Good morning, guys. This is the second episode of my health and fitness series. Thanks for joining me once more. As I promised on the previous video, I am going to talk about the second phase of my journey, which spanned from 2022, and it is still ongoing. And as I was reflecting on my journey, I had so much to share. So instead of talking about everything that happened from 2022 up to now, I'm actually going to just talk about what happened in 2022. So that would be 6-month time frame. Like many people, 2021 was very challenging for me, and I lost motivations in many areas of my life, including health and fitness. So for over a year and a half, I became a couch potato. I just don't have any drive. But at some point, I had gained over 20 pounds, and I was just going through a negative cycle. And at some point, I told myself I have to do something about it. And so one day, I decided to walk around the neighborhood with my mom, and the following day, I felt as if I had run a marathon. And that's when I knew I was so out of shape and that I have to get back to it. So I continued to walk around the neighborhood for the next few weeks. And as my body was getting more used to moving around again, I renewed my gym membership. And I returned mid-July 2022. Because I was so focused on trying to lose the weight, the first month was very challenging because my weight fluctuated a lot. Sometimes I would lose up to 8 pounds and then gain back 6 pounds and then lose it back. It was just a roller coaster. But I kept at it, and by the end of 3 months, I was able to lose 5 pounds, and it was actually stable. It was not fluctuating anymore or as much. At that point, I was like, I'm just going to do what I'm doing, and I'm very happy with how I feel and how I look, so I'm not even going to focus on the weight anymore. And I really did feel like I was even stronger than I was before I took the break. Okay, and also I had a few factors that worked in my favor because I had been fit most of my life. It was, I still had a lot of muscle. So by the end of 3 months, it's almost as if I had never taken a break. I was just back to normal. And I also am fairly young, so I think that does play a factor in that. And I also am not a person that eats out a lot and eat unhealthy food because I cook at home. So all of those worked in my favor. So our journeys are unique depending on our lifestyle as a whole. For anyone who is trying to kickstart their fitness journey, if you are a pretty active person, as in maybe your work require you to move around a lot, you probably can just start, strength training. But if you were sedentary like I was, even if you have prior experience as an active person, I think you need to take time to, get used to moving your body again. If you are too focused on the weight, you might get discouraged as well. But pay attention to how you feel. I just keep at it until the end of the year. I go to the gym 4 to 5 times a week and doing upper and lower body alternating. At this point, my weight training, because of the way I work, it kind of include cardio, but I focus mainly on strength training. And toward the end of the year, I was overdoing it. Like sometimes on Sunday evening and I have nothing to do, I would just go to the gym. And sometimes I would go to the gym 6 times a week. And it was not to lose weight or gain faster. It was more for as a therapeutic escape. 2023, my routine looks completely different. It's much more maintainable, and I love it. I will talk about that when I see you again.